very good evening. Today, our team Into the Unknown has gathered here to present on the topic of reducing selection bias through artificial intelligence. To start off with the team introductions, we have Anthony, our CEO, Felice, our researcher, Chahat as our HR manager, Angeline as our designer, and Tina, our marketing member. Next up, today, we are going to cover the basic introduction about artificial intelligence and how it helps us reduce selection bias in companies. Also, we got our learnings and comparisons from our articles in the report, and then we'll further discuss in detail about a business case scenario. What is artificial intelligence? Well, in the simplest terms, I would say AI refers to systems or machines that mimic human intelligence to perform tasks, and they can improve themselves based on the information they collect. AI manifests in a number of forms. A few examples I would like to put up are chatbots. They use AI to understand customers' problems and their issues faster, and they provide more efficient answers. Another example could be recommendation engines that provide automated recommendations for TV shows based on users' viewing habits. So if we like a show on Netflix, they will recommend us more of the similar shows. So although AI has it has brought up an image of high functioning human-like robots taking over the world, I wouldn't say AI is necessarily intended to replace humans. It is more intended towards to significantly enhance human capabilities and contributions. That is what makes it a very valuable business asset.
So, as what Chahat already mentioned, AI has influenced almost every industry, including like HR. One of companies that I can provide as an example is Hilton Hotel. They actually start like using like a artificial intelligence like to recruit people, and like this AI is actually like creating problem, as some people feel that it's actually like creating like unethical, and it's also like creating bias like to some like certain like gender bias and stuff like that, and it can like lead to discrimination.
So from there, we actually did two literature review. We reviewed two scholar articles that has performed research on this topic to explore furthermore, so to like narrow the lens to zoom in on human resource about how AI specifically could interfere with this kind of functions, or how it would it be bringing positive or negative effects to the industry. And we find out that specifically with the more general use for AI in human resource, which would mainly focus on recruitment and selections. And the first article that review is a broad literature review, and with the aims of looking at how the current usage of AI is human resource management is like. So the main questions for the article is that to what extent is AI helping recruitment and selection now, and how it would affect recruiters, and what should recruiter do about its emergence. So the findings about the article is that these common forms of AI existing in the context of recruitment and selection would be more like a knowledge-based search engine, expert system, or like a data mining. More think about more these kind of repetitive or manual tasks that the AI are trying to help or replace, which would hint positive effect. And the second article is trying to provide a research gap through a combination of literature review and primary research, which the first article is lacking. And in terms of, again, for AI in recruitment and selections. So the main focus for this article would be presenting the risk, but also the opportunities of adopting AI in the recruitment and selection, rather than just focus on positive effects comparing to the first article. It also find out that AI may create unfairness and discrimination, since the AI system is built by the human, whatever the data that the human is feeding that system, right? So if the data that's feeding into the AI is biased during the training phase, then they will become a biased systems. And to do that, they did 10 semi-structured interview with with human resource professionals that worked at multinational companies headquartered in the United States. Next slide. And yeah, going off, I want to go over the Article 2 first. The main findings for the primary research is that there could be positive outcome as the participant, which is usually just the HR professionals or at least management level at the multinational company, and they feel that there are definitely opportunities for integrating AI into their workflow or into their pipeline. But there's a limitation for studies that is always positive if we taking into account that's different culture, different geographical factors. So these findings need to be more research need to be done to confirm these finding result. And then going back to the Article 1 is what the technique used was is that sourcing AI can be used for sourcing candidates or preliminary screening of candidates in the process. And there was no primary research, like I said. And these AI techniques are giving much needed aid in the recruitment, since these kind of as I mentioned before is very they are both very time consuming tasks and doesn't involve a lot of human judgment. It just needs to be done. So with AI, it would speed up the whole process, but without creating a lot of troubles.
So when comparing the two articles, the similarities are both articles agree that AI system can save timing for recruitment, and the recruiters are able to eliminate weeks of manual work for repetitive tasks in seconds by using the AI system. And moving on to the differences of the two articles are different methods are used for the research. Article 1 is mainly focused on secondary research, and Article 2 is mainly focusing, they did primary research and secondary research. And for the AI system, it might actually create unfairness and discrimination because the AI system is built by human feeding data to them during the training phase. Next, please. And for the case study, we choose the company HireVue as our research. HireVue is a software as a service company based in Utah, the United States. It conducts artificial intelligence monitor video interviews for their clients and pre-screen candidates applying for the job position in the client's company. In 2019, a not-for-profit organization named Electronic Privacy Information Center filed a complaint to the Federal Trade Commission stating that HireVue's selection method using robots is unethical and promotes discrimination. HireVue's AI asks the candidate a series of questions and rates the candidate based on several criteria, such as their facial expressions, intonations, and emotions. From there, the algorithm shortlists some candidates and recommend their clients potential candidates to select for further processing. In response to this complaint, HireVue announced after a year that they will stop using facial recognition technology in the assessment process.
Okay, so I'll take over and go through some of the strengths or weaknesses about these business case. The strengths about it is it did resonate with our research articles that with a AI system, these advanced technology would actually try to make recruiters' job easier as it speeds up everything pretty much and just takes away. It doesn't take over the job completely, but takes away some of the manual or time-consuming tasks. So that's one of the big plus that resonate with the articles. But then it also shows the weakness or limitations about AI. That is, when you think about things like facial expression or intonation or emotion, like how would a computer or robot system be able to tell how good or how bad it is? Even if no matter how much data you fit into it, it would seems to me that at least it would be biased, since it would depending on whoever's inputting that system, you would classify that as positive or a negative. So it would be a bias towards bias anyway. So, and that would involve, so no matter how advanced AI at the moment, like even me or general public would probably think that they are not capable to have these judgment, and these must involve like real humans, at least in this stage. And again, going to talk about how it resonated with the papers is that both papers do suggest that there's potential for sure to integrate AI into this recruitment and selection process, but this fear and the trust on the how on technology, to what extent can be applied, it need to be tackled. Like I said, like those kind of like things like facial expression or intonations, we with the general public really don't have the confidence that any system would have capability to judge that at the moment.
So in the next we will be like covering some recommendation and impact to the business. So for HireView, we actually recommend for HireView like to follow the trend, because like sometimes like by taking a step back, it's actually can be like one way to move forward, as they actually like understand like the market better, and also like the algorithm better. And the next thing that we would like to suggest is like to offer like the flexibility on like subscription plans for the clients to understand like what is actually like the market, and also like the candidates like they, so they can like put it in like in like understand the market better. And the third would be like educate the public to trust with the technology, because like sometimes like they have like fear in like using the technologies, as like it can be like cybercrime and stuff like that. So here is our references, and thank you for watching. And if you do have any question, please let us know by leaving a comment down below. Thank you.